Hello and welcome back to Vinralandia. Last time we built the amazing space elevator. Look at it. Let's go down and have a look at it. There it is. Sitting amongst the lands of Wittsville, the great space elevator, the USS Enterprise on the ground, as opposed to the USS Enterprise in space. We also started a new residential area over here that looks ridiculous right now. And Chunksland is just having some trouble. It's okay. Chunksland will be fine. Okay, let's get down in here and let's start working on this place that we still don't know anything about. We have no clue what sorts of people actually live here. Could be anyone, really. Perhaps they are a group of cannibals just coming down from the hills in an attempt to integrate with society, but I highly doubt that that's the case. Personally, I would not accept a group of cannibals living within my city, because that is... Cannibalism is really a good place to draw the line on craziness of people living in your city, because cannibalism is a bit absurd. It's not going to help the growth of our city if some of the people in our city are trying to eat everyone else. It's just going to be bad. So we're going to try to not have people eat everyone else. And when the cannibals do come down from the hills, we are going to scurry them off. Hopefully using the USS Enterprise's phaser banks, because those are far more effective than, like, policemen and SWAT gear. It'll work out pretty well. No, this part of the city, which has been built so close to Wittsville, is, of course, a bunch of vampires. There we go. We've done it. This is now Little Transylvania. This entire section on this side of the train tracks is officially Little Transylvania. And when I say that these people are vampires, I'm not talking like glitzy Twilight vampires. Nobody cares about glitzy Twilight vampires. They're lame. Let's face it. They're ridiculous. No. We're talking about very serious vampires. The type that live in castles and brood all the time. They don't glitter at all. In fact, any glitter that does, like, gets blown from Wittsville over to, not Primrose Heights. What a silly name. Is Little Transylvania. There we go. Any of the glitter that does get, like, blown over from Wittsville to Little Transylvania just ends up absolutely obliterated. It's instantly turned into just black little flecks flying around. And the vampires, they just bask in the little black flecks, because that's what vampires do. They're crazy people. And of course, vampires don't like to come out in the light. And because of that, they have some problems integrating with the rest of the city, namely in areas like Neo-Marketopia, where the city is so set on, like, we're going to have our stores open during the daytime so that our people can have great time, they can see where they're going, all that jazz. And the people of Little Transylvania are, of course, freaking out because they can't go out in the sunlight. That's absurd. They're going to burn up, turn into statues, whatever in the heck these people do when they go out into the light. And it's going to be bad for them. So they have to have their own little commercial districts as well. They have to have a completely self-sustaining city that pretty much everyone sleeps during the daytime. And then they wake up in the night, they go to their jobs, they go purchase things, they chill out, and then, once again, as the sun comes up, they go straight back to sleep. It is a strange, strange place. And there is a weird occurrence. People still aren't quite exactly sure why this is, but it appears that tourists that do go in there don't necessarily come out. It's been very questionable at this point what exactly is going on in there. But most of the police in Vinderlandia don't actually want to go over there because it's filled with vampires. And I mean, if you were a police officer and you were told that your job was to go into a place filled with vampires and go see what's going on, would you do it? Really? I know I wouldn't. That'd be a bit much. That is far below my pay grade at that point. But yes. So here we see the birth of Little Transylvania. Let's see if we can get a road right next to this park. That's perfect. I'm going to fill up as much of this space as we can because vampires are all about space efficiency. You think those coffins are like they need to sleep in the coffins? That's not the case. Not at all. Vampires don't need to sleep in coffins. That's ridiculous. It's just that it's far more efficient for them to just chill out in a coffin that's just like one little room in and of itself. They can put it in a closet or something and it'll be fine, as opposed to having an entire room devoted to their beds. They're just like, they're all about making the most of all of the resources that they can possibly find. They're also, once again, a sworn enemy of Goatsburg. Goatsburg seems to have a lot of sworn enemies because some of the vampires are, of course, trying to integrate with normal civilization for whatever reason. Perhaps because they're absolutely insane, maybe not, we'll see. But in an attempt to do that, they've decided we need some sort of blood to drink as opposed to human blood, because apparently the humans don't really appreciate us just like chomping down on them. So they're like, what sort of blood is easily produced, very available in this particular area? And they look around and they see all the freaking goat farms that are, of course, the byproduct of Cultopia and their necessity to sacrifice so many goats to so many people. And the people of Little Transylvania are like, we can drink goat's blood. There's definitely worse blood. I mean, I don't know if you've ever had kangaroo blood, but that's... Oh, that's so bad. That's like what a hobo would drink. A hobo would be walking along, they'd see in the trash just a little vial, it'd be labeled kangaroo blood, and they'd be like, I'm gonna drink this! And everyone else around them is gonna be like, oh, don't drink it, no, don't do it, it's so bad. It's just kangaroo blood. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. I'm getting sick to the stomach just thinking about drinking kangaroo blood. Oh, okay. Oh, new topic. What are we on about? Okay, Little Transylvania is building up. No kangaroo blood to be seen on any of the shelves. Well, there is. In like the convenience stores, there's like little bottles of kangaroo blood, and people are freaking out because they're like, I can't drink this. I need the best grade A goat's blood that is available on the market. Preferably organic and non-GMO, if at all possible. And they're just like being all prissy and stuff. Ah, stinking vampires. Inevitably, vampires always just become prissy little pricks. Look at you, Little Transylvania. I called you that. I called you little prissy pricks. Get over it. Okay. Boom. Watered up. Little Transylvania is building up actually decently quickly, with this really weird shape with these two main roads and a lot of little roads all going everywhere. I don't even know. I wish there was a castle, though. Is there anything that even resembles a castle? Do we have anything available that might resemble a castle? Maybe like, I don't know. We have an aquarium. We could give them an aquarium. Why? I don't know. I mean, why not give them an aquarium? I mean, aquariums are for the best. They could look at all the little sharks and be like, this, my friends, is the reality of bloodlust. This is the best type of bloodlust that one can face. Jolly City Central. You all are so uneducated up in here. What is wrong with you people? Boom! You've got yourself a university. They're way too far away from both of the universities. I can't even remember where the second one is, but it's somewhere. So now they've got The University of Helpful Attitudes Limited. No, oh dang it, we're out of space. It's the University of Helpful Attitudes. Right in the center of Jolly City Central. So that everyone can come and be educated. I just suddenly decided to check out the education panel, and now we got a university there. The Wonder may also have had something to do with it. This thing, the Theater of Wonders, which I totally just built that for the Theater of Wonders. Okay, fine. We want this guy. It's a Theater of Wonders. It's amazing. I don't even know what it is. I just built it because it looked. I just got it because it looked cool. So we're going to put it right here. This shall be the main attraction of Transylvania. Little Transylvania, I'm sorry. The Theater of Wonders. Apparently the only description is a large theater. And we can... It's not the Theater of Wonders. It's the Theater of Strange Wonders. Because, of course, if you live in a world with cultists and vampires... Do you really think that it ends at just being cultists and vampires? No. There's a lot of weird things just chilling out in the world there. And this is where they showcase all of them. Like, a whale capybara hybrid. It's just freaking people out just in a vat in there. They're just like, what in the heck is that thing? And they're like, it's the back end of a whale and the face of a capybara just stuck together. Terrifying. That's so bad. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Oh, Little Transylvania is a terrible place. I've come to this conclusion. It's a pretty bad place, filled with terrible things. Vials of kangaroo blood, tons of goat's blood, just all over the streets. Capybara whale hybrids. My goodness. We just have to wait for it to build up now. It shall build up, and it shall be amazing. Let's look at the other monuments. See what we can see what we can work on. We've got the Eden Project, the Medical Center. What is this one? Tell me! You can't hide it from me. Oh, that's a Hadron Collider. What do we need for the Hadron Collider? Because quite frankly, a Hadron Collider sounds amazing. Let's see what we need. We need a posh mall, which we don't have. An aquarium, which we can make. Colossal Order office, we can't make. Grand Library, we can't make. I'm gonna forget about the Hadron Collider. It's okay. We're gonna keep working on Little Transylvania. So what does Little Transylvania need? It's got good healthcare, fire, policing. Oh my goodness, look at this! The policing is so bad. Over in the commercial district of Wittsville. Why did none of you tell me this? And over here too! The people of Wittsville really need to talk to their mayor more. Come on guys, I know that you're crazy, but it's crazy, completely crazy, to go without police presence at any time. You always need to make sure that there are police here to assist you in the event that someone decides that they want to take their pranks to the next level. How's fire coverage? Chunksland might need a bit more in terms of fire coverage. Boom, right there. And there's so many abandoned buildings here. Chunksland, what is wrong with you? Aren't you happy? You're extracting so many ores, it's beyond people's comprehension. You are the greatest ore producers in the city. And the only ore producers in the city. But you're still the best. Regardless of how much competition you have. You are most definitely the best at it. My goodness. Well, this depot is definitely getting all of its work cut out for it because it is working on overtime at all times. Brilliant. Okay, what else do we need to do in terms of the city? Let's see. We do need to do a bit of education, I think. How's high school education? Pretty bad. And we also don't have much coverage down in southern Jolly City Central. The people are trying their best to bring happiness to everyone, but without a proper education, how can you convince people that happiness is the way to go? Without having read, of course, the great Happiness is Our Friend by Happy Mick Happer's person. It's a book. It's a book. Trust me. Look it up. It's fine. You'll find it in the shelves, listed under fiction, and it'll be all about helping people and being happy. So here we go. We've also got the little Transylvania schools. The Suckers Elementary, which is, of course, not an elementary school for suckers, but it's, of course, an elementary school for vampires, and vampires are kindly named suckers in certain parts of the city. We assume it's a good thing. We're not, of course, assuming that people are insulting us, because that'd be ridiculous. Why would they be insulting us? We're vampires. I'm not a vampire, personally. No. I'm just the mayor of this ridiculous town. And this is, of course, Bloodletting 101. Because despite the fact that they are Little Transylvania, and they're weird and they're vampires, they do still have to adhere to the one class per building rule, which usually presides over the high school and is very important for ongoing education of people in general. Very good. Nice. Okay, Little Transylvania is working itself up slowly but surely. We've got tons of commercial coming in here. Let's shift this guy over to being a one-way street. I'm not particularly happy about the current rate. Oh, look, it even did it in the right direction. That's amazing. Nice, okay. That should help traffic flow into the city a bit easier. Hopefully take some stress off of this amazing roundabout, with any hopes. Maybe. Potentially. I don't know. Okay. And then I think we need a metro station in here. That's probably going to be for the best. They need to be connected to the rest of the city by more than simply the highway. And where is better to put a metro station than in the middle of a bunch of commercial, because it creates so much noise pollution. It's going to be so bad if I put it near people who are just chilling out, trying to live their lives as a vampire, and all of a sudden there's just subways coming all the time, making so much noise. In the daytime, too, it's ridiculous, and they can't sleep, so without sleep, they become sleep-deprived vampires, and nobody wants to see a sleep-deprived vampire. It's a frightening thing, believe me. You might ask, how have I seen this? Well, I'm the mayor of this city. That's how I've seen this. Okay, and we're going to drag the Wittsville-Branberg line out here. And that is going to do it. We've now hooked up Little Transylvania to the metro system. Hopefully we'll get some dinging in around the commercial center, and everything will start upgrading. It'll be amazing. Oh, look at it. It really is a matter of time at this point. You just have to wait for things to progress and work their way upwards. In the meantime, what in the heck are we gonna do? Why don't we... I don't know. Look at this high school. I forgot about this high school. Why are there playgrounds on either side of a high school? High schoolers have no need of a playground! They would prefer something like a skate park, but we don't have skate parks. That's unfortunate. We should have skate parks. Cultopia, I'm officially assigning you research on the skate parks, if at all possible. Please don't put too many pentagrams in them. We're not trying to convert everyone in the city to the cult, just everyone in this little section of the city. and that'll be fine. Well, that actually brings us to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. There'll be more in the future because Little Transylvania is only just beginning to build, and we need Little Transylvania to build it to be as amazing as it can possibly be. But yeah, until then, thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.